So welcome to the country where we do country things, and today we're going to do a little fishing out here in western Oklahoma. Now we're at Elk City Lake, going to do a little bullhead fishing. We're trying to catch bullheads to restock our aquaponics system, and I was out here last week and I managed to catch about 24, 25 that we put in the system, and I want to come out here and try to catch another 10 or 12. We're going to do that about once a week or so if we get time. You know, we're always out here working and doing things and trying to make time to do a little fishing and get that aquaponic system stocked up so we can grow our vegetables. So like I said, I need about 10 or 12 this week. I don't want to put too many in at a time and actually shock the system. It's kind of a slow process. So we do a little at a time so we can maintain our water quality. So I'm going to get out here. The wind's blowing a little bit harder than I'd like it, and it's always blowing hard here in western Oklahoma, so just kind of have to deal with that. I'm shooting on a GoPro today, so it's the first time I'm doing that, so I don't know how the audio is going to be. So I'm hoping I'll be able to make you guys a video, but we're going to get out here and get started. Give me just a few minutes, and then I'll be back. Here we go, guys. Got one on. Let's see what we got here. Feels like a pretty decent one. Pretty nice little bullhead there. Not a bad way to start. Get him unhooked here for you and get her back out there. Here we go, guys. Got it. Don't feel like too bad a one. Let's see what we got here. Nice bullhead. Look at there. That's a good one. Good one for the aquaponics. Got him hooked right in the corner of the mouth there. Nice fat one. Get him in the bucket. Here we go, guys. The fish here. Little bullhead. Clamp down on that thing. Well, you can see that. Nice little bullhead. Get the bait on there and get her back out there. I'm using a quite a bit larger hook than what I think I really need. I'm trying to keep these bullheads from actually swallowing the hook so much. So I thought if I used a little bit bigger hook, they'd actually swallow it less, and that one didn't swallow it. So we have some that swallow the hook. We're gonna take them home and fillet them up and have them for lunch this afternoon. If not, we'll take them and put them in the aquaponics to help us grow our vegetables. This wind makes it really hard to tell whether or not I'm getting a bite. I've decided to stay here on the dock It's a little bit easier to get my rod set up like I want. These catfish, they're not really biting near as good as they was the last time we were here. Slowed down a little. We've had a lot of cool weather here in the last week. We had a 27-degree morning one day, and it's been cloudy and hasn't really been warm all week, so it might have these fish turned off a little bit. It seems like they're biting a lot slower than they was the last time. But we're going to stick it out here for a couple hours and see if we can't get a few in the bucket for the aquaponics, and see what we can't come up with. Here we go, guys. Got us another one hooked up here. A little bullhead. Get him unhooked and get back out there. Here we go, guys. Got us another fish on here. Move this other rod out of the way. Got us another little bullhead here. Nice one. Look at that thing. That's weird. Look how he's hooked. Outside of his mouth. Looks like I got him lassoed. Nice little bullhead for the aquaponics. We'll put him in the bucket. Get ourselves rebaited and get back out there. Here we go, guys. Am I recording? That's another one here. What do we have here? Bullhead. There we go. Perfect. Nice little bullhead there. Number 4 for the bucket. One thing I also did on this is I pinched the barb down on this hook. That way if I do get one that swallows it kind of deep, I can actually get it with a pair of pliers and turn it out and hopefully be able to get the hook out without hurting the fish without the barb on there. So it don't really matter if I lose a couple or whatever without that barb. Just helps get the hook out whenever they're hooked deep. And whether you want to release them or you want to take them to the aquaponics like we're doing. Put another night crawler on. I threw that out in a different spot. It's been real slow here. Last 30 minutes or so, I haven't got many bites. So I'm just throwing these rods out in different locations and throw them up shallow one time and then a little deeper one time and see if I can find where these fish are at. We're still getting a few to bite here. We're gonna give it about another hour or so and then Got some other things we got to go do. We're always doing things and getting stuff done, so can't fish all the time. Okay guys, so we ended up catching about a dozen of those old bullheads, and we're going to end up putting about 5 or 6 of them in the aquaponics system. The other 5 or 6 are going to end up going in the grease. Now a lot of people, they don't like them old bullheads. They don't like to catch them. They definitely don't like to eat them, but when you're country like me, sometimes you're not near as picky about what you eat. So I'm going to make a left turn here, head towards the greenhouse. We're going to dump these fish off, and then when we get there, I'll be back. Okay guys, so I made it to the greenhouse. We're going to get our fish out right here. I just got them in a 5-gallon bucket, and with a bubbler on it, just keeping them good and fresh. I had the greenhouse door closed this morning. It was a little cool and cloudy, but now it's sunny. I'll probably go ahead and open it for the afternoon so don't get too hot in there. Walk in here and see how things are going. Everything's looking good. Onions are cranking. Lettuce. Tomatoes. Spinach. I'm gonna do a new video, an update video on the greenhouse here pretty soon for you guys. We're going to talk about these buckets right here, but for now, we're just going to throw these old fish in the fish tanks. And what I'm going to do is just probably put one in each tank. I'm going to try to reach in here and grab one of these things. The net that I've got, the catfish get their fins hung up in the net, so it's a pain in the butt. So I just try to grab them by hand, even though they might fin me. If you ever been finned by a catfish, you know that don't feel too good, so we're going to be careful right here. I don't want this old lake water in my system, so we'll take these, we won't dump them in. Okay, there's one. Pretty good size one right there. 2. Go ahead and turn this bubbler off. 3. Number 4. And it looks like we've got 5. Oh. Come here, you. There you go. Go ahead and put him in this tank right here. Okie dokie, so we have our bullheads in the system. We're gonna run to the house, get them other ones cleaned up, have us a little lunch. All right, got them in there, so I'll be back. All right, guys, so I got them old bullheads cleaned up. I'm gonna dip them in some egg wash, coat them with some breadcrumbs and this Kentucky Colonel seasoned flour, put them in the grease, have a little lunch here. I'll do this one-handed for you. Just egg wash, put them in the flour, dunk them in the grease. So I'm gonna have myself a little lunch here, wait for Tammy to get home, see what kind of project we can get into when she gets here. No, thank you guys for watching the video. We'll see you next time.